Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we will clear the different employment sectors in the economy. Employment can be done in two sectors. Number one, formal sector. Number two, informal sector. Let us make a difference between formal sector and informal sector of employment. Number one, informal sector. Employees in this sector or organization is called organized workers. Employees in these enterprises are called unorganized workers. So these are organized workers and these are unorganized workers. Number two, workers in such a type of organized enterprises are 10 or more than 10 in number. Workers in such organizations are less than 10 in number. It means if workers are up to 10 or more than 10, then those will be included in formal sector of the economy, and if workers are less than 10, those will be included in informal sector. So this sector includes all the public and private sectors which are having workers 10 or more than 10. Those all will be included, either those are public sector enterprises or those are private sector enterprises, will be included in formal sector of the economy or organized sector of the economy. And worker in such organizations, if those are less than 10 in number, so this sector includes only private organizations. So this includes only private sector. And formal sector includes if workers are 10 or more than 10, either those are from public sector or private sector. Those will be a part of formal sector of the economy. Number three, government provide benefits to the workers. In this sector, workers are not enjoyed any benefits from the government. Number 4, here books of accounts are properly maintained. Books of accounts are not maintained or prepared. Number 5, formal sector enjoys updated technology. Informal sector uses traditional or old technology. Next point, the main difference between formal sector or informal sector is that formal sector enjoys many social security benefits, such as, for example, pension, provident fund, gratuity, medical, insurance facilities, maternity and other benefits, etc. But informal sector, in this sector, worker doesn't enjoy any social security benefits except minimum wage act. Then for example, in this sector millions of farmers are included, non-farm workers, small traders, self-employed workers, and moreover the workers which do work for more than for 2 owners, as construction workers and head loaded workers. Then next point, in this sector workers can form trade unions to enjoy their social interests. They can form trade unions easily because workers are having more bargaining power. In this sector, means in informal sector, workers can't form trade unions because they are not enjoying social security benefits by the government or by their owners. So they are, because they are having less bargaining power. Next point, in the formal sector, they receive regular income. Here income is irregular. Their income is irregular, and moreover, in this sector, worker can dismiss without any compensation by the employer or by the government. In this sector, if worker is terminated, then he will get all the compensations. All the compensation by the government. So in this way, we have tried to make a difference between formal sector or informal sector of the economy. Formal sector is also known as organized sector. Informal sector is unorganized sector. Organized sector means in this sector, they prepare all the accounts and proper record of workers can be maintained easily. They enjoy government benefits in the formal sector, but in informal sector, because the accounts are not maintained properly, and so workers didn't enjoy any benefits either from the government or by his owner, by the employer. Neither government, neither employer will give any compensation to informal workers or workers which are working in unorganized sector. So this includes millions of farmers, non-farm workers, small traders, self-employed workers, or workers which do work for more than 2 owners. Suppose that construction workers or head-loaded workers. And in informal sector, they can't form trade unions because they are having less bargaining power. They are not having strong bargaining power, and their income is irregular also. Workers can dismiss from their duties at any time from their duties. Rather, in this sector, a worker can enjoy all the social security benefits like pension, provident fund, gratuity, medical facilities, insurance facilities, और maternity and other जो benefits है that can be enjoyed in formal sector. And workers can form their trade unions also. And lastly, I will like to tell you that this formal sector contributes just 9% in the total workforce in the economy. Total workforce. Their contribution is just 9%. And this informal sector or unorganized sector, that is their percentage or their proportion is 91% in the total workforce. And now come to our today's topic. Ultimately, we have make a difference between formal or informal sector of the economy. Now, let us make the topic more lenient. So, I am rubbing first 2 points because today's topic was informalization of employment. Now, let us try to understand what is meant by informalization, because today topic is related to informalization. Informalization means when the percentage contribution in total workforce increases by the informal sector. And percentage contribution in total workforce is declined by formal sector, that is known as the situation of, this is known as the situation of informalization. So informalization means when, so this is a situation when informal sector is increasing and formal sector is decreasing. This is a situation when informal sector is increasing. It means the contribution of workers in informal sector is increasing and the contribution of workers in formal sector, that is decreasing. So this is a situation of informalization in the economy. And next we will also clear that in accordance with equal distribution of income and wealth and socialistic pattern of the society, these were the two goals: equal distribution of income and wealth and socialistic pattern of the society. These were the two goals adopted by the Central Planned Authority. Central Planned Authority, and since 1951. So our main target of 5-year plans was that there should be socialistic pattern of the society and there should be equal distribution of income and wealth in the society. But in 1991, due to the adoption of new economic policy, a chain of economic development series was initiated in the form of privatization, liberalization, and globalization. So these were the economic reforms that was made in Indian economy and which has converted central planned economy into a market economy. So these economic reforms has transformed the economy from central planned economy to a market economy, and at present market economy and informalization are co-related to each other, because worker is bearing vulnerability or uncertainty of the market risks. Now what is meant by vulnerability or uncertainty? Uncertainty, worker which bears, such as in informal sector due to COVID-19. At present there is a situation of situation of which type of unemployment today is found in the economy? That is natural unemployment. Natural unemployment. Today worker is enjoying natural. He is in the situation of natural unemployment, and this is the vulnerability, and he is bearing market risks. Worker is bearing market risk. Today's worker is bearing today's market risk. And then lastly, by the efforts of ILO, International Labor Organization, India is doing efforts for the benefits of informal sector, organization or social security benefits to the informal sector. So at present, by the efforts of International Labour Organization, government is also doing their efforts so that the contribution of formal sector that can be raised and the contribution of informal sector can be declined from the economy, so that the problem of informalization that can be removed from the economy. So that's all regarding this topic, because this topic informalization that was based upon the difference between formal or informal sector. So this is a single topic, informalization. On the basis of difference we will make we can make analysis of the economy towards informalization. So that's all regarding this topic. Thank you.